Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 60.
59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in the days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, and they're able to get this one across the 35. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Second and 3. Short throw to Disley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Back to throw again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. There's Tremble, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Caught by Tremble. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. They started on the ground with Eckler. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. Got room for Eckler. And just shutting him off there. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And they pick up big yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll find Hall. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Eckler. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. On play action, they'll throw. This is swung out to Eckler.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. The quick slant caught. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Again, McCaffrey. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll look to throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That was probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The throw over the middle, taken in. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. A give to Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Draw play. It's Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that ball incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Charger drive about to get going. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. A 3rd field goal of the first half. Not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And this one is right through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, They've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 6. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Unbelievable.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second and 4. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll drop to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag.
Create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Second down at 4. Looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They're going to look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Justin Matabike drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
He'll look to throw. Complete to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but it was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. Well, I harken back to the first half, Charles, and I see the look on your face. You're thinking the same thing. They had that opportunity to take the 3. They went for it on 4th in the first half, didn't get it. That could loom large.
So if they had taken the 3, successfully kicked the field goal, they'd only need a field goal now. That's what we were talking about when we mentioned it on that drive.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted. And
this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That caught by Tremble. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And
here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second and 1. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try the right side with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll look to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now it's the backup Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Mayfield on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to have a third down. To throw, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. He stiff arms him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second and 2. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here. But I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive. 1st and 10. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. And all they want to do is see it through.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
on first down. Hubbard. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On third down, it's Hubbard. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Charger drive about to get going. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. They'll run on first down. Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Peace.